It's May 20th. In today's reading, we finish the Psalms and see David's son Solomon ascend the throne of Israel. After Solomon consolidates his power by dealing with 4 political adversaries, God appears to him in a dream and tells Solomon that he will give him anything he wants. Solomon's humble request for wisdom to govern God's covenant nation touches the heart of God. And God's response to Solomon's request is similar to God's response to his father, King David, just after David became king of all Israel. You may remember we read about this episode on April 24th, where in 2 Samuel 7, just after David had consolidated his throne, he asked God to let him build a house for him, a house that would adequately reflect God's glory. And God's response was, "No, you're not going to build me a house, but rather I'm going to build you a house. I'm going to establish your dynasty forever." God's response to David's prayer blessed David beyond what he could have imagined when he made the request. Here again in today's reading, God's response to Solomon is similar. Solomon's prayer touched God's heart, and God's response was better than what Solomon had anticipated. God's response was to give Solomon not just wisdom, but also riches and fame. And not just some riches and fame, but more than any other king in the world. Solomon would be given the most fantastic, glorious kingdom on the planet. And during Solomon's lifetime, no other king or kingdom on earth would compare. God's answer to Solomon's prayer reinforces what we've seen many times before, that God is a giver, that he longs, he yearns to bless this world. And he's looking for people whose hearts are completely his to use as his instrument or vehicle of blessing. Those that offer to step up and be used. Those that will yield to him and let him shape their lives into a vessel or instrument that is usable for his purposes will be used in ways that will exceed their expectations. Here's today's application. If you want your life to matter, to really matter in the big picture of things, then ask God to allow you to participate with him in his purposes. This will touch his heart, and it will unleash heaven's power in creative ways you haven't yet considered, and in ways you won't see coming. It will bless you beyond your expectations. Now here's today's prayer.